Alright, so the sixes, the brown guys. This is a leather stick, and it's very similar. This is like my version of a wood stick. If conductor asks for wood, I usually use this one, and it's fine because it doesn't have the stiffness of a wood stick because of the shaft and because of the leather. You know, so it's a little bit of give, but you basically want to break these in also, where the more you play them, the harder they get, and you want these to get hard. You want them to be your go-to hard wood type stick. And it has a lot of use, this stick. The first thing that comes to mind is whenever I see a Mozart part, and you know, we don't do a lot of Baroque music in the LA Philharmonic, but I've had a lot of European friends that play in Baroque orchestras that love these sticks, especially with the lighter shafts and they play on smaller drums. But you really get that clear, thinner, you can get that thinner sound with these. That type of sound. And you may have come into this too, this problem where conductors will say the drums are too big, do you have Baroque drums? And I've fooled them many times by just throwing on some muffles and it's really fun to play, it feels really good, and these are definitely great for that. The JP number 7s, the white mallets. This is a really interesting stick. It's a combination of alternating layers between the leather and flannel, if you can see that. And we recently changed these from suede, the older pairs were suede, to the chamois, which is a little bit softer, and it gives you a little more variation in sound rather than it being more on the harder side. It's kind of in the middle, so you can push it and get a hard sound or a more articulate sound, and you can play with a little more finesse to get still rhythmical, but a rounder, a little bit warmer sound, which I prefer. This pair is great for stuff, Mozart again, but maybe something that's a little bit darker than the hard wood type sound. Beethoven solves a lot of issues with fast Beethoven parts, like the Scherzo at Beethoven 9 or the Scherzo Beethoven 7. Really clear, really easy to play, and still warm. Black number 8s, this is the first mallet in the series of the real flannel style, which is a soft flannel mallet. It's meant to be softer, a little bit softer than the 7, so the order would go from hardest to softest, 6 to 10. But this is a small flannel stick, and you can see, even though it's small, the construction was also a little bit higher, so there's more contact sound here on the head rather than it being a flatter disc, which would be too pointed. Also, recently we switched to a new, softer, more durable flannel material. And interesting point, don't be deterred from when you open your mouth and you play them a little bit and right away they start fraying. That's totally normal. They're supposed to do that. They're just loosening up, and the surface is becoming a little bit flatter to create that darker, more interesting sound. But this is a really useful stick for Beethoven. Also Mozart too, even, you know, some darker notes in Mozart, but still articulate. But the flannel mallets are not meant to be hard sticks. They're meant to be clarity, really clear sounding stick in pitch and in rhythm, but not necessarily hard. And we get softer as we go on to the number 10. Number 9 is a silver flannel, which is like the medium flannel. These, now you're getting into more of the bigger rep, which I would use these for more power in the sound. Still really clear, or if you had notes that were kind of punchy, that you needed to project, single notes, but also rhythmical stuff that's still big, like Beethoven's 7 first movement, that main excerpt. This is a great one because of the construction of the and the weight of the bamboo and the weight of the mallet. It has the power when you throw it, but it comes off the head a lot quicker. So the 10s, the JP10s, the gold ones, these are the largest flannel mallets, also kind of my go-to stick for really big, powerful, rhythmical music. Something like the first big excerpt in Hindemith. The other thing about these, because of the bigger head size, or I should say flannel disc size, if you have something where you have a rhythm and you have to roll, I use these a lot. But the thing about the flannel that really gives it more of the sound, more of a bigger singing sound, is that when it actually makes contact with the head, it's, you know, the way it's constructed is you have all these flannel discs packed down. So let's say they're packed down all together. When they make contact with the head, they're actually spreading a little bit. So you're getting this, again, another gear kicking in when you're making contact. So it's like grabbing the head a little bit more. So you're really getting more contact and way more sound, and kind of focusing the pitch, focusing the resonance of these, especially the bigger drums, especially down here. It's great for those real like punchy low notes. You get the rhythm, the pitch, all at once, and it's kind of an ideal mallet that does a lot of the work for you. Well, thanks for checking out the Joseph Pereira by JGpercussion timpani mallets, and if you need more information, you can always go to JGpercussion.com.